So what happens when you're on Medicare, but you like to travel? That's what I want to talk about in today's video. Please stay tuned. My name is Jamie from meetjamie.com. I'm an independent insurance agent helping people understand how the Medicare program works, as well as connecting them with the coverage that fits their needs. And over the last couple weeks, if you are a subscriber of my channel, you may have noticed I haven't uploaded for a little over 2 weeks. And the reason is because we have been on a family vacation, road tripping across America. And I'm coming back into the swing of things now and wanted to share a video. And actually, the idea for today's video came from my wife, Jody. And we were driving one day, and part of the leg of our journey, she brought up the idea, hey, what happens when someone who's on Medicare travels and they need some sort of service done? How does that work? And I thought, that'd make a great video, great topic. So I'm going to talk about that today. So there's a few different factors to consider when you're going to be on Medicare and traveling. This is a very important question at the very beginning when it comes to choosing your coverage. And here's why. If you've watched any of my other videos or any other people who make Medicare content here on YouTube, you probably already know that there's two primary ways to receive your Medicare benefits. The first would be your original or traditional Medicare. So you get your little red, white, and blue card. That's kind of like your main insurance, and then you add a supplement to cover the difference. The other option, option B, is Medicare Advantage, which is known as Part C of Medicare. So how those two work when you're traveling are very different, and it's something you're going to want to be aware of. So under original Medicare or traditional Medicare, you can travel in the country and see any provider that takes Medicare. So as you can imagine, that's a very large network. With Medicare Advantage, it gets a little more complicated, because depending on what type of Medicare Advantage plan you have, you may only be able to be seen for emergency services. So there's a lot more variation with coverage when you're on a Medicare Advantage plan and traveling than if you have original Medicare and a supplement and you're traveling. So the first thing to consider is, how much are you going to travel? Because some people, they don't have any desire to travel outside the country, but they are going to, travel within the country. When I say country, I mean the U.S. But some people don't even have a desire to travel within the U.S. They stay close to home. They're one of those people that don't really go far outside of their area. So depending on your lifestyle and what you envision past 65, this will help you determine which plan is right for you. So if you don't plan on traveling, you plan on staying in the area, then really it's not a big issue for you to have a Medicare Advantage. And there's not a lot of unknowns, because you know that you're going to just stay within that network. But if you are a person who likes to travel, let's say maybe you're going to RV, or you have family in different parts of the country. I have clients that have kids spread out and you want to be able to go around and see them. Well, then you really may want to think about using the traditional Medicare network, because then you can be confident that, hey, if I have to go get seen, as long as the provider takes Medicare, they're going to see me. And this doesn't even bring up the whole other factor of outside the country travel. So by and large, generally speaking, Medicare doesn't provide foreign travel coverage. Now, there's some emergency things that may come up where you can get coverage, those types of things, and depending on where you are when something happens. But generally speaking, if you travel outside the country, it's wise to consider adding travel insurance, because you don't want to rely on Medicare, especially if you're going to be gone for an extended period of time. So there's a lot to consider when it comes to Medicare and traveling, and there's a lot of things that go into this. So if you have more questions about Medicare and what you intend to choose for your coverage as it relates to traveling, you can always reach out to me through my website, again, meetjamie.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions about Medicare, feel free to leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.